Everybody, and welcome to the Twist Podcast, where we talk about cocktails, culture, Kate getting banned from TikTok today, and so much more. So let's jump right in with our cocktail of the day. So today I am making a Pear Winter Cooler, we're going to call it. This can be done with or without alcohol. I actually made it without alcohol for my friend's daughter over the weekend. And since it is not even noon by me, I will be drinking a non-alcoholic version of it.
Keryn's not a day drinker.
Not when I'm recovering from migraine yesterday, at least. But, you know, give me a couple hours. I'll be back to it. I got to film a bunch today. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of pear juice or pear nectar or whatever you have on hand. Probably about 0.25 of ginger syrup, because my ginger syrup is super strong.
How do you make ginger syrup?
So it's basically like water and sugar and then fresh ginger. But then I also, sorry, my dog's going crazy. Then I also blend it all together once it's done. So like the ginger's super concentrated. I think I have to stop doing that. Yeah, like I almost burned my face off the first time I used it because I used too much. So I use 0.25 of that. If you do not blend your ginger into your syrup, you just let it like steep, you're probably fine with 0.5 ounces.
This is such a real...
And then we have about a half an ounce of cinnamon syrup, sometimes a little more, depending on how frisky I'm feeling. And if this is
cinnamon and ginger syrup. I feel like this is what I should be drinking when I'm all congested. Like
you should actually, yes. And then you could add like 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces of gin or whiskey or bourbon or whatever you prefer to this too. It would work well. Then I add my ice. Look at this. I'm all prepared except for my top. There we go. So then we do our shake. Oh, my kids think it's hilarious. They're like, Mom, you didn't do it enough. I'm like, no, I didn't do it enough. But sometimes you can't when no one wants to hear you filming with ice shaking.
With ice shaking all the time.
So when I drink them, I do it right. So then I'm just going to put this straight over ice. And it's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
And then I'm going to try not to have my streamer flip all over the place. There. Crack a can of generic soda water because that's all I have right now. And I'm just going to go real slow because I have tipped this over the side multiple times while filming the recipe.
Could you do like ginger beer in there?
You could. It'll probably like kill off some of the ginger and cinnamon though.
Oh yeah.
Like I would just do pear juice and ginger beer then. And then I have these fancy little candied...
dehydrated pears.
Yeah, candied dehydrated pears. So then I would just put that on there and then...
And there you go. Well,
there you go. And you get a snack. They're actually really good.
And I am drinking rum with pineapple juice and orange juice, which is not any drink specifically, but
it's still delicious.
I am day drinking, everyone, because I've had a hell of a last 2 weeks. So
let's jump in to your week. It finally happened.
Okay.
Kate got banned by TikTok.
Yeah, I got banned by TikTok, which not the most horrific thing that has happened to me in the last couple of weeks. But
that is true.
Still was kind of annoying because I had gained a little bit of a following and I was kind of proud of it. And I had only ever had 2 community guideline violations, like of all of my videos, which was interesting because one of them was a recording of someone else in a speaking engagement event and me just putting their clip of their speaking engagement event up. And it got a community guideline violation. And it was a podcaster who I can't name the name of because I don't want this to get a community guideline violation. But he was in the news recently because of his demise. And it was a clip of him speaking on his own personal subject matter. So that got a community guideline violation. And then there was another one in which I spoke about different conspiracy theories that were just kind of going around, not having an opinion on them, not pushing information about said conspiracy theories, but just, hey, have you heard of this one? This is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. And that apparently, those 2 things, and then the last thing I had posted was a video about my house fire and my dog getting cancer in the same week, which again, like, I was just like literally on my back patio, like, I'm sorry I haven't posted it, but like, my house caught on fire and my dog gets cancer. And that was it. I got a notification yesterday when I opened the app that you are banned from TikTok. Your account has been deactivated. No, you pass go and to collect $200. Like, none of it. No, like, you can fight it or you can appeal it or whatever. Nope, just
cut right off. Man.
So I don't know what you do from there. If anybody has any advice, I put it in the comments. We'll take it. I think that is very weird, to be fair for the viewers. I do post a lot of content that is political in nature. What's interesting about the content that I post is that I do not voice my opinion on things. I do ask a lot of questions that I'm like, this is odd. This is a strange. Does anybody else have questions about this particular instance or whatever? And then I also do say things that have happened and ask just like, if you are leaning this way or that way, how do you feel about this thing that has happened? Mm-hmm. So I'm not, I'm not trying to push my information on people. I wouldn't say I would categorize it all as misinformation, right? Or any information. I'm just, here is something that was in the news. What are your thoughts and feelings on the subject? But yeah, I guess that was enough to get me kicked out.
Which is interesting because so many other people post things like that, if not more, and give their opinions and call people to action on it that aren't getting banned.
Yeah, and there's a lot of really big creators on there that do the same. Now, I've seen a couple of them that are like, this is my backup account because my first account got banned or whatever.
Yeah.
But they get it back. I don't know how. Maybe I need to reach out to one of them and be like, how do you get it back? But what was interesting is, like, I didn't think that it would even really matter. I only had, like, 7,000 followers. Like, it wasn't, I'm not, like, 100,000 monetizing. I don't do that, right? So I was really surprised that I was kicked off the platform. It's really weird.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? Do you have backup accounts?
I mean, I have my marketing account, which I haven't posted on in a really long time. So if you want marketing advice...
I mean, I do, always.
I haven't made any marketing videos in some time. And then I was like, maybe I should. I don't know. I guess I'm going to try to fight it, or I'm going to try to make a backup account and go from there. And
so do you just lose, like, all your videos? You can't access anything?
Well, it says you can save your data.
Oh.
But I don't know where all that data went. Like, I hit save, and then it just was like, okay. And then I was like, I don't know where any of that stuff is.
Maybe you need to research. Email somebody? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, I mean, I do, when you make a TikTok, I had it set up to, like, save into, like, my photos on my phone, right? So I guess I can go back through all of my archives of that and, like, repost stuff. But at this point,
exhausting.
It's probably not even relevant anymore anyway.
I was going to say, the world has ended in many different ways since then.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. It's just what's interesting is a lot of people have said, and I don't know if you've noticed this, that, like, the algorithm has changed significantly on TikTok, like, across, like, multiple times throughout the year. When it went dark, everybody, that one 24-hour period where I was panicking, not because of TikTok, but because of CapCut, and I was like, I had all these, because for those of you that don't know, I do a lot of social media for brands as my job, and so I had all of these videos that I had made for clients in CapCut and didn't think TikTok and CapCut same company.
Yeah.
I was just not thinking. When that happened, I was like Rachel or Monica and Friends when she leaves a message for Richard, and she's like, no! Like, I was like, and I was like running around the house and I'm like, what am I going to do? I had like 62 videos in there that I have to post. It's like 2 months worth of work. So I was freaking out for 24 hours. And then it came back and I was like, oh my God. But, a lot of people have said that since that point it's been different. And then a lot of people have said there have been changes to what they're allowed to post. I've seen a lot of posts, especially when it comes to the people who are speaking on trending topics, topics that are kind of dicey as far as, like, in the news things.
Yeah.
And
you're being so careful right now.
I know. Well, and this is the thing. Like, I feel like there's a lot of that going on because of the fact that people are getting banned. So I've seen, like, you cannot say the word ELECTION. People are like, they're calling it the contest, right? Like, so there's a lot of nuances that people are having to use to even post any content whatsoever. And then there are creators who are just saying all the things, and it doesn't seem to be affecting them at all. Yeah. So it's very strange how that's happening. And, you know, there's just a lot of different things that I've seen that I'm like, oh, that's weird. And there's things that I wouldn't think would be a big deal or concerning.
Yeah. Well, when you have an administration that's been guiding TikTok staying in the US and censorship is part of that agenda, then it gets real interesting. It's
so bizarre to me. I will say, I did go, so the White House.gov made a TikTok account, which I don't think was in their best interest.
But they're so cool and hip. They want to be Mandani.
I had the audacity to go on that WhiteHouse.gov TikTok account, which had one video of Caroline Leavitt talking, and I kind of trolled it a little bit. I only left like 2 comments, but there were so many people. I'm like, are all these people getting banned? Like, is that the reason I got banned? And that was months and months and months ago.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. I don't know what happened. Instagram's coming for me next, I guess. I don't know. It just sucks because I do use it for work, so, you know, and so I think that that's, you know, part of the frustration. But, like, where am I going to watch my hoof trimming videos if I don't have TikTok?
I mean, you can still look at them on your marketing account.
Oh, God.
You just can't do anything about it. You can just stalk it.
Algorithm is going to be all what it is for me personally, and it's not supposed to be.
So then just start Twisted Kate.
There you go. Pro tip for anyone who's watching free marketing advice or social media advice. Your algorithm will directly, like, so your algorithm of what you are putting out. So if you have a business, if you make cupcakes, whatever, if you are not looking at cupcake content, if you are not looking at baking content, if you are not looking at liking, commenting, engaging with that content on your own from your cupcake account, and you want to be scrolling through looking at reels of people making cupcakes and engaging with that, if you want your content to get pushed out to other people who want to look at cupcakes and baking and so on and so forth.
This is why I have like 10 Instagram accounts.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. So I still am working for a company that does golf content, and I would have to be them as a social media manager, which a lot of people don't realize, like, social media managers like have to do this part. And if you have a small business and you have a social media manager and they are not telling you that they're doing this, you need to ask, because they should be absolutely doing this. Because I also have clients that never go into their account, ever. Like, I have a client that can't log in to his construction account. I got him over 2 million views on one video, and I had to screenshot it and send it to him, and he was like, how did you do that? And I was like, it's fine, I got you. But, you know, the thing that people don't realize, and the thing that people, like social media managers, especially people who are not really well versed in the application itself, is that you have to use the whole application. You have to use it for all the things that it does. You have to post this, post that, but you also have to go in and use it as a user, even from a business account. So I have consumed on my golf account that I manage so much golf content, right? Because I like golf. I do get ideas of what I can post, though, which benefit.
That's good.
Yeah. Golf.
I know.
So, and for anybody out there that likes golf, I'm sorry. But
I'm with you.
But, you know, you have to go through and, like, watch all these, like, I know Scotty Scheffler, and I know all the golf players now, because of, you know, consuming all this golf content on their behalf and liking and commenting and whatever. You have to do that across all the platforms. So Twitter, LinkedIn, and, like, all of these different things.
But I don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
I just like looking at cocktail videos, because travel makes me sad now.
It's hard to not let your personal brain kind of, because, like, your brain kind of works on an algorithm too, you know, and it's hard to, like, if I'm looking at video, like cocktail videos, for instance, like for our account on Instagram, I go through and I look at other content, cocktail interview, and interact with that and whatever, and other podcasts, and, you know, but then if I see like a video of somebody making like a flambe steak or something, I'm like, I'm gonna watch this all the way through. Like, oh, the algorithm's gonna change my feed. No,
it's still a
like,
recipe.
You have to break your brain of the things that you actually want to see, because you have to see it from the point of the business perspective.
Yeah. And that's the hard thing, because nobody wants to have a bajillion different Instagram accounts and have to interact with them. But your brain is not focused on only one thing. Like, I have multiple interests. I have multiple things besides cocktails I do, or else I'd be a raging alcoholic. You know?
Like this guy right here.
Now. So, but yeah. So the algorithm is fun, and Kate got banned from TikTok. And we're trying to get her back.
Keep you updated, let you know if I get back in.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us today on the Twist Happy Hour. I'm just going to cut us off before we go down too many rabbit holes. And remember to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends so we have more than 12 people listening.
Interact, engage, you know, stick to your niche, whatever. So, all right, everybody. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.